Hey everyone, this is Chris, your friendly neighborhood Minnesota comic geek, here with a quick end of the year video. Before I get started, I would ask that if you enjoy this type of comic book related content, please give the video a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any future videos. And if you enjoy talking comics, then comment below. Alright, let's get into it. So as we wrap up this calendar year of 2024, as I'm recording this, it's a couple days away from Christmas, so I thought a good way to wrap up the year, this first year of me doing a comic book based YouTube channel, was to kind of go over what I'm thankful for in regards to this channel, this hobby, and etc., etc. So with that, just putting a pause on the haul videos. I still have a part 2 of my Black Friday haul to go over, but we'll save that for another week. But with this video, again, I wanted to talk about what I'm thankful for and just overall just talk about the things that I've experienced and things that I'm thankful for this last year. And these aren't in numerical order in terms of like their importance and what I'm most thankful for and least thankful for, vice versa. They're more randomized thoughts, but the one that I am probably the most thankful for in regards to this channel are those of you who have subscribed to my channel. At the recording of this video, I'm at 419 subscribers. I'm super thankful to all 419 of you who have subscribed and have enjoyed the videos and topics that I have put out, so much so that you want to keep coming back every week to see what I picked up, what I want to talk about, and so on and so forth. So thank you to all of you who have done that, of those 419 that are watchers, commenters, appreciate all of you. And subsequently, I am thankful for the non-subscriber viewers, those that saw my thumbnail on the recommended videos and gave it a shot, and ultimately either just were a one-time viewer or are on the fence on subscribing. I appreciate them too for giving me a chance. And hopefully, if they haven't subscribed yet, hopefully in the year 2025, next year, that I will put out videos that can earn their subscription and they'll want to see what I have to show every week. So that's first and foremost what I'm most thankful for. So the rest will kind of all be kind of randomized. Next up, I'm thankful for my local comic shop, the main one I go to, Hot Comics and Collectibles in Richfield, Minnesota. But I'm also thankful to all the other local comic shops in my area. I'm very fortunate to have so many options in the Twin Cities area to hit up at any time. I know that a lot of people around the country, around the world, just aren't as fortunate to have a local comic shop, within a reasonable distance of where they live. So that is not lost to me, and I'm, again, ever appreciative of it. More specifically on the local comic shops, I'm thankful for the employees that work at those comic shops. Those are the people that are getting in the comic shipments every week, sorting through all the issues, putting them out, working on pull lists, accommodating their customers' needs as best they can. I really am fortunate to have two great guys that work at Hot Comics that bend over backwards to help out their customers, the regulars and non-regulars alike. This year was the very first year that I started having a pull list at my local comic shop. And so I've, again, been more appreciative to their efforts in making sure that the comics I'm asked them to get me, that they are able to order for me. It's kind of nice having that peace of mind that when I go to get new comics every Wednesday, that the ones that I've really want, I will be able to get a copy of through pull list. So yeah, very thankful for their efforts. And one last aspect on the local comic shops, I'm thankful for the myriad of comics back issue sales and just various sales that all the shops put on throughout the year. It makes the hunting aspect of collecting comics fun, and adds a little motivation to get out and go dig through their back issue bins for getting for deals on comics that you're maybe on the fence on. Next up, I am thankful for comic book Facebook groups, specifically the one that I'm really only a member of one, and that's the Minnesota Comic Exchange. It's a comic group specific to Minnesota for people to sell their comics to other collectors in the group. It's how I find out a lot about the sales that are going on around the Twin Cities here. So if you live in a different state, check out Facebook to see if there's a local comic book group in your area or state or whatever. It's a great little community. Everyone that comments on posts are very respectful and just are generally positive towards the whole comic book hobby and the various aspects of it. Next up, I'm thankful to other comic book YouTubers and their channels. The ones that I watch regularly and are subscribed to, first they were inspiration for me to start my own channel, but also they cover topics and cover comic book hauls that I personally won't ever indulge in, or maybe is not something that's directly pertains to me. One of the aspects I like about them is what I learned from them, whether it's the history of a specific comic, learning about what is the key aspect of a certain comic, what comics are actually out there that I never knew about, and various news about comics and the industry itself. Yeah, it's specifically, I'm never going to be a golden age or silver age collector. I might get a random one here and there down the road, but that's just not an era of comics that I'm overly interested in terms of buying and collecting. But it's something that I enjoy watching and learning about, to see the comics that were produced back then, to learn the value of them, the history of them, so on and so forth. Next up, I'm thankful for comic book conventions, the larger ones, the ones that take up, say, a large building. Specifically here in Minnesota, our two large comic conventions are the Spring Con and Fall Con. I'm thankful for them because the efforts to bring a collection of dealers, collectors, artists, creatives, writers, just bringing them all together in one spot for one weekend to allow collectors like myself to really focus in on checking off a lot of specific things on my comic list. It'll having that concentration of dealers all there with generally pretty good deals on their books and back issues. It allows, in one fell swoop to check off a lot of stuff you're looking for. Yeah, it's more I'm more thankful for those types of conventions, not necessarily the major big ones across the U.S. like San Diego Comic-Con. Those are fine, but I really am thankful for the smaller, one-off, more unique ones that go on across the country. And I can only really attend the ones here in Minnesota, but seeing other comic book YouTubers and their kind of vlogs and recaps of their local kind of bigger style conventions is fun to watch and to see kind of the uniqueness of the various conventions. Next up, one step down from the conventions, I'm thankful for the smaller comic shows that get put on throughout the year here in Minnesota. Specifically, the Minnesota Comic Exchange's Valley Creek Mall shows over in Woodbury. This year, they put on 3 separate shows. It's just a smaller collection of comic book dealers, roughly 15 to 20 dealers in just kind of a small little strip mall hallway. It's just a concentration of dealers that you can cross off a lot of your comic book wish list at these smaller little shows that are free to attend. It's just a fun, quick little jaunt over to Woodbury to spend a few bucks, get some issues you're looking for. It's a great kind of entry point for new collectors or even longtime collectors to, find some awesome books and at awesome deals. Next up, along the similar lines, I'm thankful for the even smaller collection of sales that go on throughout the Twin Cities area. Specifically, one that I have really taken advantage of over the last year and a half or so are the local Garage Con shows. It's not a show, it's just a garage sale, but essentially it's a collection of 3 to 4 dealers that just set up in some dude's garage and have a sale. It's just, again, just a smaller, even more concentrated way to get some awesome comics at awesome deals. Next up, I'm thankful for eBay and other internet comic book websites. Why I'm thankful for a place like eBay is that it allows me and others to find and purchase comic books that in the past I would have never known about, never had a chance to purchase, it allows for the ability of those that don't have local comic shops to satisfy their collecting needs. Unfortunately, it comes at a little bit of a premium at times, but again, it's a trade-off that I'm willing to make because, again, it allows me to purchase comics that I never would have been able to purchase or even know about in the past. Lastly, I am thankful for the comic book hobby in general. Collecting comics, reading comics, following comic book news and the industry throughout my life, it has provided so much joy. It has been a lifelong hobby of mine, just the comic book world. And I'm so thankful I have this outlet in my life. It continues to bring me joy. Like every new comic book Wednesday, I look forward to going to the comic shop, seeing what is there for me to purchase, and just continuing to work on my collection and build it out and collect creative work from creative individuals that I love. It's a hobby that I will probably continue enjoying for the rest of my life. So yeah, I'm just thankful I have it. What are you guys thankful for this year in regards to the comic book hobby in the comic book world? What did you discover something new this year about comic books or the hobby that you are thankful for? Leave your comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. With that, I will end this video. Thanks for watching, and remember, please give the video a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos. And if you enjoy talking comics, then comment below. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I will see you guys in the new year.